Alright, so we're going back live now, and sorry about that. I think that you guys were talking about community challenges being good.
Yes, they are good.
Yep.
They're really good. They are lining up perfectly. We have, as soon as one community challenge is done, it seems like others are slotted up after them. I already know of at least one community challenge that's as soon as this next round of community challenges starts tomorrow, then
They're already ready to
like
go.
it's already ready. And those all have nicer prizes. People are making some really cool stuff for them.
I just want to add to that. So if you want to start your own community challenge or just interested in seeing what the current ones are, the place to go is that there's a community challenge hub. And that's at the top of the collaboration corner. That's where we're keeping all the community challenge posts at. And so that's where you would go to see what currently is going on. And Ian Withers does a great job of keeping that up to date. So that's where you would go to basically learn about all the things that we're talking about now, as far as the rules and stuff.
And great question in chat. How about a competition for those with less technical knowledge? So Rosie Warlow, that sounds like a perfect thing where you can create your own community challenge on our forums. You can base it around something for less technically minded people. You can, if you want to, anyone really, we want to leave it open to anyone to make their own challenges. We'll give you more support if you slot it in between other people's challenges. We have kind of a limit of how many community challenges can go on a time that we support with prizes.
I think I would say the Destroy the World one shouldn't be too technically. That's like an art one, correct? Like where you go into a world and I'm pretty sure that's like it's more of a design one, similar to like the current community challenge with the content pack art image. Like that's totally all art. Some people have gone in and done more like logic about like showing you around through the showcase, but you wouldn't have to do that. A lot of them are like just a still of a camera shot of what the DLC image of the pack that you're like planning would be like. So
I thought I was going to suggest the stream challenges seemed like a good place for that as well.
Challenges are gonna
treasure chest.
Make a treasure chest. Oh my god, the people went crazy with it. I was blown away by Charlotte's treasure chest. All this stuff really coming up. It's crazy, yeah. And actually, call it to Instant Kafka. His treasure chest was very creative.
I didn't look at a single treasure chest. Well, that's not true. I looked at 2, but that was just because people asked me to. And they showed me a link to it, so it was really, even as lazy as I am, I couldn't say no.
Yeah, there's some really great ones. So yeah, if you think that we're lacking on a certain challenge, the best thing is that's why, we went behind community challenges. It took Lady Likes UK to start up with her challenge for us to say, whoa, these are really cool, and we wanted to do and help people do more of them. So if you have ideas for them, you can now do them.
I think that the original credit for community challenges would go back to Wirt Andrew with his ARM challenge.
Actually, technically, yeah, if we want to go technical, Lucidsu was even before Wirt Andrew, then Wirt Andrew.
Well, there was actually someone even before him. There's a few people.
Yeah, that's right. There was also, there was technically, what's his name? The guy who's big in the Halo community now.
K something. Kubane.
Yeah, some guy, I forget, but some guy like ran a challenge on his YouTube channel, his own community challenge. So they can be traced all the way back to the very beginning of beta. And I guess it took us like once we saw just the poster of the challenge on the forums from Lady Likes UK, we thought, let's do more.
The funny thing with Lex's was she planned hers like right before the community game jam was going to start.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're like, we'll crush her to pieces if we launch at the exact same time that we're supposed to.
Yeah.
Duquesne, that was his name.
Duquesne, yes, Duquesne. I actually recently talked with him again. Cool guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He got busy with kids, is my understanding.
Yeah, and
that would make you busy.
And he's very popular in the Halo community now too. But he still does Project Spark stuff too. He's cool guy. Cool.
Is he pretty active with Forge?
Yeah.
Cool. And I did see that the person who does the monthly community montage videos was asking for suggestions in the
He was.
.com forums.
Yeah, the guy's T Flinny 25. Guy or girl. Is T Flinny 25, and it's crazy. They've been making community challenges since March 2014.
The montages, yeah.
Yeah, or sorry, montages. Yeah.
Yeah, they're always I'm always really excited when they come out.
Yeah, me too.
For the month and check them out. I like one too, and he'll play a couple that I've missed, because he'll go through too, and it's not just like featured stuff. He'll play through some stuff, and I'll be like, I've never seen this one. This is cool, and I'll jump on it in the feeds and go play
Yeah.
It becomes featured the next day for some reason.
it.
Sometimes
Imagine that. I wonder why that happens. Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, honestly, not sometimes. A lot of the times, we do base our featuring off. Sometimes something will fall between the cracks, and someone puts up a YouTube video on it, or posts about it in Play This Creation, and that helps us find it. Again.
Mhm.
Oh, so can we get pictures of you guys in mug shots? Not just you guys, but all the team members, the Team Dakota, so we can get Team Dakota T-shirts.
I like a mic shot of every single person, so
there's
you have a
you buy a
T-shirt
shirt
of
that's
just like
Spark
one
Thomas.
person.
Yeah.
So you can get a rape shirt.
Run it wearing my face on their shirt.
You wouldn't wear your own shirt. That's like wearing the T-shirt of the band you're going to see, but a little worse.
I've always wanted to wear a shirt with my own face on it, just because it's like, just watching people's reaction when they see that would be priceless.
Yeah, you can keep that. I'll just not do that.
Well, it would be optional, of course, but that'd be really cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of old videos of you guys and screenshots
Oh no.
and use that stuff.
I wonder if the Spark Thomas shirt will be the most popular, I think. On the whole, it'll make you guys all your money.
I think for the Spark BJ shirt, you have to include like some electric wiring, so you press it and it does a sound effect.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Well, what I was gonna do is I was gonna get a cake shirt and have it be chocolate cake on there,
Yeah.
Chocolate cake!
and maybe his Ninja Magic character.
That's right.
I think those will be big sellers. Oh, and as far as like where the money's going for these things, it's going to the operation of .org and paying Fred back for all the money that he's put into it, as well as all the mods and stuff like that, who have put in hundreds of dollars of our own money over the years. So it's not like we're going to be making bank off this. It's just trying to basically stay even and let you guys continue having the site up.
Mhm.
Very good
Yep.
reason.
So
Makes
there,
sense.
there were some questions that were asked before the SparkCast from the European users who can't make it at
I know.
2 a.m. their time.
Right,
Uh, one question was, early in level linking, wasn't it possible to display a screenshot of different levels or of your own level inside the level?
I saw this in .org chat. I don't
I remember that stream where they showed them doing that.
Oh, really? Okay, because I don't remember that.
So
Ever being in the game.
there was the stream. I think it's like Henry and Mike,
Right.
and they go through this castle courtyard, and it opens up, and there's like this like forested thing, and you can like go up, and there's like portals to the world, and it has the screenshot of like the world. Then you can like go to the different ones, and it's like I think they went to the Bone Dragon or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, so.
That was alpha, though, wasn't it?
I don't know what build they were on, but yeah, I mean that was a long time ago for sure. That was like when they first show like level linking, and they had like the overmap too. It showed like because they had a guy, and then he went through a thing, and then he was in the overmap, and he walked over to the castle, and then he went into that, and then he went into something else.
Which itself was probably just a different level in general, as opposed to some special overmap feature.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So, is there any chance of us getting that anytime soon, or would that be too much dev time for such a small thing? Or even just showing your own screenshot in your own level, that'd be nice too.
Linked world.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that'd be hard or that was probably like a V2, a version 2 of level linking that they just never got a chance to go to.
I don't know, or maybe I don't know. The context behind that. It's actually honestly the first I heard about it when I saw that in .org chat earlier. So unknown, I guess.
I mean, even if it was limited to your own level, being able to do the screenshot for that for like the splash screen would be nice.
Yeah, because you can set up some really nice compositions in your level photos.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I imagine, right, like Spark City, walking around and you like get a preview of like the world, and yeah, it'd be nice.
Because like yeah, I know it's like it's a good question because you can currently take screenshots for assemblies and display those, but those are all in edit mode, not during runtime, which you can do for screenshots for levels, which allows you to use a few different things if you're in runtime.
There was a few other questions. Has there been any looking into swapping texture paint slots via code, where you go into the gallery and change which terrain slot is available? Because there's a lot more terrain options than there are slots.
Yeah, there's definitely been discussion about giving people more ways to access their terrain paints. It's definitely it's up there in the community requests, and so when things are up there in the community requests, we like to investigate them.
You know what the #1 community request is?
I do.
It's Lizardmen.
That's actually number 150 because it only has one person who has requested it multiple times, but still, unfortunately, only one person.
Now, if we counted every instance of that request, it would be #1.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on which sorting mechanism you're using here. I'm using Euclidean distance.
Okay, well then yes. I guess if you use Euclidean distance, that is yes.
All right. The next thing was, what about using code to influence lights, whether changing their pulsing pattern or the color or what have you?
Yeah, all I can say to that is that would be cool too. I don't think the team has fully investigated what it would look like with code, but it would be a cool thing to be able to expose to you. And not just that, but changing the intensity of lights, the range of lights as well, so you don't have to like
those
switch.
light settings, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even be able to use light settings on other things, like for power sources and whatnot. So instead of power being binary, you could have something fade in and out. So some things have lights on them, instead of it being binary on or off, have like a fade or a flicker to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be really sweet.
That would be, yeah. That would be.
Because I was thinking it would be awesome to make a Dead Space level like that, where you see the lights in the sci-fi space station flickering, as opposed to just turning on and off rapidly.
Well, you do have the flickering effect.
Right, but the actual lights on them.
Oh, yeah, like the emissive on the prop, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'll have to play around with. I've never checked to see if pace affects lights.
Well, I mean, there's also the dimming effect, not just the on-off, flickering off. So the pulse will make.
It's not just.
And that's an interesting point. Transitioning between skyboxes not being quick, instant. What if there was like a subtle transition between two?
It's been discussed. It definitely has. It's a bit trickier that way, just the way our skyboxes are set up.
Yeah.
Because
so get new skyboxes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean that's what it would require really. Because our skyboxes are set up as like a layering of a bunch of different images. So it's kind of an image swapping. So it'd instead be like a I don't know. I'm putting words into the mouths of devs who aren't even here. So
that's your job. You're the manager of the community.
Right. I say, here's how it'll work, and they say that's actually not how anything works. I don't know where you got that idea.
You're totally wrong.
Images.
Yeah, you made this up.
Yeah. But it would require some different things, but that's been requested as well. Going to Kraken's question, the top community request, I think I've said this a few times before on stream, but it's still technically marked as open. It's editing and deleting variables.
You got the deleting part.
Yeah, you got the deleting part, and so we won't close it until you get the editing part too, which we're working on.
And just the names of the variables we're talking about here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like, changing, you do a typo, you can delete your variable, or you can change the name of it so you don't have a typo in your variable. Or if you don't need a variable anymore, you can delete it. So yeah, we won't close that down until we get editing in there as well. That's currently the number one.
I would personally like it if I could just not have to start a new number variable every time I wanted to do a different number, but that's just me.
Yeah, so you could just do that by editing numbers and such now, if you wanted to.
Right, but then you'd refactor all of the old numbers that were that variable if you changed it.
Yeah, well, it should,
So instead of
I
just going to
look
new
at,
number variable or edit number variable, you just type in it, you just click the
yeah,
box and type in a number, and then you're good. And
never
already
mind.
knows you're doing a number variable.
I realize I don't think that applies to numbers, like changing a number. I don't think you can just change a number. I'm not sure.
That wouldn't.
I'll
Yeah.
have to look at that. Yeah. It's still in process. The editing part of variables is still in process.
Editing text in a text variable?
Yeah.
That would be counted in that. Yes.
Yeah, that's like.
That's like one of the main reasons for that, being able to edit the text and such.
One of the other things was a spotlight,
Mm.
so directional lighting,
Light in one direction.
and having it not go through objects would be nice as well.
Yeah. Be interesting.
So it would actually be text physics. Thomas, good job. You don't have any facial hair because you're 12.
I was like running like a pretty decent beard for like a month. Like
It wasn't decent. It was high school.
it was pretty decent, I'd have to say.
It was decent for a 12-year-old, all right? Moving on.
Jeez.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left, so we're going to use this time to launch into the creation jam.
Oh yeah, we do have 10 minutes left.
That's
We should
fast.
probably fire up that computer to get
I
ready.
probably
Because we're
should.
already in the stream room, so it's literally going to be carryover from this onto our stream.
So, how did the creation jam come about? How do you come up with this 10 by 40 rule set?
Yeah, we wanted to. So we have done game jams in the past, or just challenges
Oh.
in the past that had no limitation. Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah, I'll fix that right now.
Yeah.
This is also tech support live for Maybe Coda.
You need to change to production.
I know.
Okay. So we wanted to see what would happen if we gave a bunch of constraints. And we thought that that would lead to a few different things. We thought first it would de-emphasize games. We really wanted to come up with something that would help people make like movies, just really cool models that come to life. We were really hoping, and we were really happy that we actually wanted to see the concept of memes inside of Project Spark come out of this. And,
I can't believe somebody actually did it
And yeah, and like people
without.
did
We
it.
never even said anything about it.
Yeah, it was something we wanted to see, like, without even saying the word meme, that people could make meme-like creations, and you got a lot of those out of this, which is so perfect. And so the goal of it was to see if we could de-emphasize games and get a much broader amount of creations, and then also see what happens when we do put those restraints on our creators, to just like see what they're able to build when we say, like, you have this and you have that, and can you make something cool? And basically, yes, they could make really cool stuff. So we wanted to constrain. We wanted to see what happened when we constrained them. That was the basic of it. And it was something that we internally did first before we gave the challenge live. We wanted to constrain ourselves and just see what happens.
And as usual, you guys made awful stuff compared to what the community made.
Yeah, we
that's-
did. We really
that's
did.
100%.
Yeah. We made some really terrible stuff. My creation was probably the worst out of all of them.
I don't doubt that at all.
Well, mine didn't even follow the
Yeah,
rules.
yours used 64.
So that's why it was okay to submit things that didn't fit the criteria, and as long as you only lost 5 points from that, right, Thomas?
Well, like I didn't actually. I misunderstood the rules. I had less.
I
than
misinterpreted the rules.
10. Yeah, exactly. I had less than 10 in edit mode, but I generated too many during the actual runtime. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
So one of the biggest arguments that was going on in the community was, should a game be allowed to win? Because you guys seem to be going
Yeah, for
out
sure.
your way
Like
to avoid games.
game can win.
Mhm.
It's not about excluding game. It's about opening up to other things.
And it's
That's
about
the main point.
and it was about putting them on an equal plane, where really they could be equal to one another. Because if you didn't give any limits whatsoever, if someone just spent time making a really cool model, it'd be much harder to have that stand up against someone who puts together, an epic 1 hour long game like
But
that.
this is actually what we see in the feeds all the time with ratings, where little small things get great ratings, but if you put anything complicated together that has a lot more possible points of failure, it gets downvoted into oblivion because someone found one thing they didn't like about it.
Sure,
Yeah, no, it's true. Like I think that's like kind of the funny way that we like kind of realize how like Project Spark works and the rating. Like these smaller experiences, like they do actually pretty well for rating
Sword
wise.
band for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I understand like the very short attention span that players do have, and they're jumping through, so they really want these. I mean, they really do like experiences that last between like 30 seconds to a minute.
Sometimes,
It's
yeah.
a YouTube
You know, and
generation,
I
so
think yeah, I think those big those big meaty things definitely have a place like in Project Spark 2, and I really show like what's possible with Spark.
what I
Um,
found is it's hard to get a big thing polished because people just lose steam after a little while into it.
Guilty as charged right
Yep,
here.
totally.
I'm a perfect example
What
of
I can
like
tell you
start.
guys, and you Thomas, and everybody else, is work together. Stop working alone. I hate it. If you work with somebody else, they'll push you and keep you interested. They'll keep you invested. If you
Yeah,
work alone, then you're just, whenever you stop feeling like it.
that's why we have two community managers.
Because
Yeah.
Brian would have quit a long time ago. He hates all of us.
Yeah, you know it. uh,
Alright, so with the Creation Jam, there were a lot of favorites going in that were like, either shown on streams or anything like that. Were there any diamonds in the rough or hidden gems that you guys picked out that landed in the top 50?
I mean, well, you guys have the list now, the top 50. That's up on our forums, and I would definitely say like 90% of those never were on stream
yeah,
or even talked about. Like we only had that one day of stream that we
that's
went
true.
through,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was actually still pretty early before a lot of creations were in. So,
So
but
did
I,
any of those make it into the top 10? You guys don't have to make which one, but did any of those that weren't on streams make it into the top 10?
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah,
Definitely.
we definitely have things that
Mhm.
weren't on stream.
As we look down at the list of the top 10, which we'll be revealing in just a few minutes.
You guys can just lift it up right now and have it be a SparkCast exclusive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, first look.
Alright, so in the wrap-up period, if you see any questions in chat, feel free to read them out and answer them. Otherwise, we're going to promote what you're doing tomorrow, what you're doing Friday, and what you're doing Tuesday.
Cool. Well, I'll get started on the promotion because I can't see chat right now. So
Give me a sec.
as far as tomorrow, you want to definitely be tuned in at 3 p.m. That's Pacific time. That's for our Thursday stream.
3 p.m. specific time.
Specific?
I'm
Mhm.
just
Oh,
It's-
yeah. I can't say anything, so that's fine.
no. You said Pacific. I just
Okay.
always say specific time.
I would not be surprised if I said it wrong. Anyway, so you'll want to tune in for that. We'll explain all of the craziness that our madness to this Thursday stream thing. There'll be a new challenge. We'll announce the winner of the treasure chest challenge. So a lot going on there. On Friday, we're gonna, 11 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to be doing a play this creation stream. That's when we're going to be taking a look at the levels that are going to be featured this week, and we'll probably actually look at like the winners of the creation jam, like maybe top 3.
Yeah. Well,
We'll
once
probably
we
sneak a couple in,
Yeah,
maybe
if we
even
haven't
and then a
played.
couple treasure chests. We'll see. It all
Mhm.
depends. Actually, I think this week's feature feed will probably reflect. I don't know if it'll be all creation jam
It
stuff.
better not be all treasure chests.
The feature feed will not have probably any treasure chests, but
we should totally do that.
just all treasure chests.
Just for Friday,
that's-
and only
that's
Friday. And then just do like a April Fool's thing, and then never again.
Right. Yeah. But we might end up doing a creation jam feed actually for featured. That makes sense actually. Like,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
But we'll see. Depends too. If there's good stuff though, I don't want to get lost and not get featured. So it'll just kind of depend. Anyway, so you'll want to be tuned in for that. We may or may not have a special guest on Friday. We're working up confirming that, but that should be really fun.
And if
And
you can't get someone special, then you just pull someone from the nearby office.
sure,
Like Thomas here.
yeah, like me. Yeah. I'll be on there, special guest.
Or someone from the Forza
Maybe
team.
I'll be
or something
wearing
like
a shirt with my face on it, and then that'll be the special guest. Um, but yeah, and then other than that, can't think of anything else besides those two that close out the week. Obviously, Void Corruptor.
that. Right.
So
And
12 p.m.
also for Tuesday with the tutorial is going to be Brian coming back with more inventory stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna take. So last week I beautified an inventory system. Now I'll show how you can actually make
Makes it
an
function.
inventory system instead of just making it pretty, making it work.
And Fred just posted a link to where you can buy Project Spark shirts right now.
Ooh. All right, we're done. See you guys. I gotta go order some shirts before we start the Creation Jam stream.
All right.
Well, I don't know if they're actually for sale, but that's the link to the shirts.
The pin one is really cool looking.
Save the Owlbears looks awesome too.
And so one quick thing was going on to how can you collaborate in Project Spark. There is not a whole lot of support for it. However, what you can do is share it, have the person that you know is you're working with be ready to download it and save it to themselves so they can continue working on it, and then remove it from the feed. Do that back and forth. Alternatively, you could email it or send it over OneDrive if you have it via PC. But yeah, it would be cool if they started adding more collaboration tools in the future, but it is possible to do right now because all the major levels I've done have been collaborations.
Yeah.
With Instant Kafka, Bob Schmacky, and an average recon. So it wasn't just me with Bob, it was me with several other people. That sounded awful. But you can buy shirts now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm gonna have to decide which owlbear color.
The
is my favorite.
golden tree, navy blue. That is a nice shirt.
And you can get the regular tree, the non-golden tree with like a red or something like that for Christmas period.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be red and green.
And then just the simple. That's nice.
All right, and I'm gonna link the shirts in the YouTube video, so those who are watching this on delay get the link as well. All right, so we're at time, and you guys are gonna have to do your Creation Jam thing now. So those who are watching, go to twitch.tv/project_spark and watch there. And then when you're done there, you go to project-spark.org and talk about it.
Yes, you do.
There's a chain of events, and then you go to .com forums after and talk.
No one goes to .com forums, it's full of trolls. Thomas.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So, as is tradition, what's the next content pack?
Void Corruptor.
After Void Corruptor.
That was a low-hanging fruit there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
After. So is there when is the next content pack after the Void Corruptor?
Next one will be soon after, and it's a sparkly Princess of Love.
Exactly.
It's the
Lots
exact
of
opposite.
pink fluffy.
I was trying to think of the opposite as Void Corruptor. I couldn't think of anything clever. I'm sorry.
It would not be pink. It would have to be like.
I think that sounds like, one, you guys need to get me concept art for that, and two, I'll put it on a t-shirt.
Sparkly Princess of Fun
Yes.
and Love.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Alright guys, see you guys during the Creation Jam special.
Yep.
Good night, guys.
We're jumping on over there. We'll be live in 30 seconds over there.
And they don't even have to move. Alright, later guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.